So you chose BIPC, which is biology, physics, chemistry, and if not NEET, there are many other ways to excel in this career. So I'm gonna give a very detailed explanation of, if not NEET, what are the other ways biology, physics, chemistry student can opt. If you are interested in science, there are multiple ways, and most of the people don't even know these things are existing. So I'm here in this video, you will be knowing what are the things a student can excel and what are the careers he can get to exposure. So like, share this video to whoever passed 10th class and wanting to choose BIPC, or if you passed your 12th class also, this would be helpful video. So what is BIPC? In our Telugu states we call it as BIPC, whereas in other states they might call it different. It might be a PCMB or a MBIPC based on the states you are in. So different people call it different, but everybody falls under the same, so it will be helpful for everybody. The main important thing is that people think that BIPC means you choose BIPC, then NEET, then doctor, that's it. If not doctor or if not NEET, there is other ways in BIPC to excel, and there are other career paths also, which includes biotechnology, agriculture, forensic science, pharmacy, environmental science, food technology, government research, and there are multiple other ways. I will be explaining everything in detail in the following video. Why health sector? So if you see, India is growing in the health sector, whereas it reached up to 638 billion by 2025 and even becoming more in 2026. So India's biotechnology industry is projected to reach more than 150 billion, growing 16% annually. So India doesn't only need just the doctors, they need pharmacists, they need biotech researchers, they need nutritionists, and they need public health professionals. There is a very much need of science students in this area in India mostly. So I have categorized the paths in different ways. So we'll look into chapter 1, which is NEET, which is a really important exam to get into science stream, whereas NEET doesn't only get you to doctor. This is a myth, because there are 6 professional degrees you can get from NEET, and people only focus on one, which is MBBS. So what are the 6 different paths that NEET can get you? So the first one is MBBS, which is Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery, which includes 5.5 years, including 1 year internship, the most comprehensive medical degree in India, and you can specialize as MD or do MS later from this degree. So you would be earning around 10 to 25 lakhs per annum. Second one is BDS, Bachelor of Dental Surgery, where it takes 4 years plus 1 year internship, high earning potentiality in private sector. You can further specialize in orthodontics and implants and oral surgery. The starting salary would be around 5 to 20 lakhs per annum. The third one is BAMS, which is Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery, which includes same 5.5 years with massive government support and growing globally. Can practice independently or even prescribe medicines, which goes around 3 to 12 lakhs per annum. And coming to BHMS, which is Homeopathic Medicine and Surgery, which includes same 5.5 years and can open an independent practice, and low barrier to entry after degree, give you around 3 to 10 lakhs per annum. The fifth one is BNYS, which is Bachelor of Neuropathic and Yogic Sciences, which would be same 5.5 years, because right now it's booming for the wellness and the lifestyle medicine. So in this industry, international demand and international rise is going on, which would give you around 4 to 15 lakhs per annum. So there is the sixth one, which is BVSc and AH, Bachelor of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry, which is of a 5 years course, and which includes animal health care, research or government posts, and livestock development. So which would give you around 4 to 12 lakhs per annum initially. So these are the 6 different professional opportunities you get from NEET, just not MBBS. These are the other ways also to get into science. So chapter 2 is Allied Health Services. Allied Health Services, which includes many things, and most of the BIPC students should be aware of this. If not NEET, there are other ways to get into. Assume the scenario, Allied Health Service professionals work alongside with the doctors. These people will work inside ICUs, operation theaters, diagnostic labs, rehabilitation centers, and they are absolutely essential to this modern healthcare. And here is the key point. Most of these courses do not even require NEET. Admission is either by merit based or by the state entrance exam. So here are few things in this we can talk about. Number one, which is BPT, Bachelor's in Physiotherapy, which includes 4.5 years of degree. You could work in sports, medicine, hospitals, rehabilitation centers. Right now it's a demand in course, and after COVID it even increased more, and which will pay you around 4 to 15 lakhs per annum based on the experience you gain. And the second one is BOT, which is Bachelor's in Occupational Therapy, which helps patients to regain independence in daily life, critical in stroke rehabilitation or pediatric care and neuro rehabilitation. So the starting salary would be around 3 to 10 lakhs per annum. And number 3 is B Optometry, which is Bachelor's in Optometry, eye care specialist, can open an independent optical clinic, or India has a massive and growing vision care gap, very high demanding course, which would get you around 4 to 12 lakhs per annum. So the fourth one is BMLT, which is Bachelor's in Medical and Lab Technician, where you perform and analyze diagnostic tests, and every hospital, every city would need you, and which is very steady, and even a recession doesn't bother these jobs because of the demand. So which would get you around 3 to 8 lakhs per annum. Fifth one would be Bachelor of Science in Radiology and Imaging, so where you operate MRI scans or CT scans or X-ray machines, which is highly technical role, and radiology is one of the fastest growing hospital departments in India, which would get you initially around 4 to 12 lakhs per annum or even more. So the sixth one would be Bachelor of Science in Cardiac Technology, where you perform like a ECG, echocardiography and lab operations, and this is a extremely skill needed in this area, and all the cardiac care centers pay premiums for those professionals. So this is a highly growing career path. And the seventh one would be BHA, which is a Bachelor's in Hospital Administration, where you manage operations like a CEO manages a company, the same way you manage the healthcare management, which is a fast growing, because general graduate who graduates from business administration might not be fitting into these shoes, because people should be knowing what exactly the science behind managing the administration. Also, this is also a really growing career where you would fit under like 5 lakhs to 20 lakhs per annum. And eighth one would be audiology and speech therapy, which is where you diagnose and treat hearing and speech disorders. Very few professionals exist in India, so this is also a high demand in pediatric hospitals and special schools, so which would get you around 4 to 12 lakhs per annum. Yeah, so after your class 12, you really want to join into health services very early. So here is the path, which is paramedical courses, fast entry and real jobs. So if you want to enter into health sector fast and a real kind of jobs, if you need, the government is offering a diploma courses, and which is having a very huge growth, and there are multiple more vacancies in this field. So let me tell you what are the diplomas we have. So diploma in medical laboratory technology, diploma in operation theatre technology, diploma in X-ray technology, diploma in ECG technology, diploma in dialysis technology, diploma in dental hygiene, diploma in pharmacy, also known as D.Pharm. Every single one of these will take up to just 1 to 2 years, and none of them require a NEET. So, and government hospitals have permanent vacancies for these. So if you want a healthcare sector job and under 2 years or close to 2 years, this would be the direct path you can choose. Coming to chapter 4, which is a pharmacy. So we call it as Bachelor of Pharmacy, Masters of Pharmacy, and Doctor in Pharmacy. So pharmacy is one of the underrated career options. Most people think I'll just do this degree and keep on pharmacy or a medical store. No, that's a myth. There are multiple roles for people in many pharmaceutical industry companies like Dr. Reddy's, Sun Pharma, Cipla, Aurobindo Pharma, and there is more research and development and quality control, medical sales. These are things happening in the pharma world, whereas you can also pursue M-Pharmacy after that. For leadership roles, you can do Doctor of Pharmacy, which is where you will be referred as a doctor, and pharmacist will be earning more in foreign countries, pay you around 60 to 80 lakhs abroad. In India, it would start around 4 lakhs or 3 lakhs per annum, but gradually it increases based on your experience. And also the pharmacy degree doesn't need NEET. Most of the pharmacy seats will be allocated based on the merit in your +2 marks. or states have their own entrances for these pharmacy seats to fill. So the fifth one would be Bachelor of Nursing. So hear me out clearly. Bachelor of Nursing is such a profession where it gives multiple opportunities, like how IT people or software people go to abroad. The same way nursing people can also go to abroad, because India has the very best BSc nursing program. Most of the people try going to Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, UAE. Most of the people go there. So if not there, there are other countries, English countries, where there is a huge shortage of the nursing people. So suppose for USA, Canada, Australia, or UK, there are people earning like 3 to 6 lakhs per month, and also there is dedicated exams in India itself to get into government sector also for the nursing people. Even in India, all the private medical hospitals need most of the nursing people. So if you want to get into nursing in a short term, there is a course called General Nursing and Midwifery, which is a 3 years of diploma, which is an alternative for those who want to begin faster. And there is called ANM, which is Auxiliary Nurse Midwife, which is a 2 years dedicated course for rural and community health work. So internationally, there are wide openings for this course, and even in India also there are wide openings for this course. So BSc Nursing is a really good opportunity. So let's talk about chapter 6, which is Biotechnology, Genetics and Bioinformatics. So this is the future of biology. I genuinely believe that most of these degrees have a really good scope. The biotechnology industry is booming like anything in India. These are the courses: BSc Biotechnology, BSc Genetics, BSc Microbiology, and BSc Biochemistry. These are 3 years science degrees. It doesn't need any NEET as well. So after you study this will basically give you a course where you deeply understand how DNA works, or how vaccines are made, and how cancer cells behave, and how genetic diseases are inherited. So after your BSc, you would take MSc, and then you will be eligible for your research in most of the Indian government research bodies, which includes ICMR, CSIR and DBT. And you can join many biotech companies which has pharmaceutical industries which are located in Hyderabad, Bangalore and Pune. And also one more thing, you can go abroad after you're doing a bit of research in India with a fully funded scholarship, and you would be returned as a scientist because the study is funded, and you will be paid a pretty much good amount in there. All these degrees would get you around like 4 lakhs to 25 lakhs per annum. So the chapter Agriculture, Horticulture and Fisheries. So in this, most of the people might surprise that if you do a BSc Agriculture and you are a farmer. No, that's a myth, because if you pursue your Bachelor of Science in Agriculture or Horticulture or Forestry or BSc Fisheries, all of these doesn't need any NEET. Agriculture is not just a farming. Right now in India, it's the technology driven sector, and farmers are using genetically modified crops. And also coming to BSc Fishery and Aquaculture, which is also a very good sector, because India is one of the biggest fish producers all over the world. All the state fishery departments, private aqua companies, they recruit these graduates. So right now these graduates also a very good prosperous in their career. So coming to chapter 8, which is Forensic Science, and the most exciting career path for BIPC students, whereas this is extremely young career in India. This program teaches you basically how the DNA fingerprinting works, how the crime scene investigation does, and how there are ballistic analysis, toxicology, digital forensics, handwriting analysis, and blood pattern analysis. So after you graduate, there are ways to work for the CBI and state police forensic laboratories and central forensic laboratories, which comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs. And so these are the fascinating careers you might be landing in. So coming to chapter 9, Psychology, Nutrition and Food Technology. So basically BIPC student, most of the people overlook the psychology and nutrition and food technology. So BSc Psychology, where you study about human minds and how the behavior is shaped, and how mental illness develops, and how therapy, counseling changes. And there are very less psychology graduates in India, and this field has a huge growing career. And coming to BSc Nutrition and Dietetics, where you will be basically, you design therapeutic meals for the hospital patients. You work with the athletes and the sports teams where you build nutrition programs. And coming to food technology, the most of the companies like ITC or HUL or Britannia, Nestle, all these people needs a food safety standards, which as a BSc in food technology, you would be the one who would be helping with these safety standards and all. So this is also a very good technology. All these three bachelors would give you around 4 lakhs to 15 lakhs per annum. So this is also a huge growing opportunity for the BIPC students. So coming to chapter 10, which is environmental sciences and yogic sciences. Like right now the climate is the main concern, and coming 50 years we don't know how this is going to be. And there are many researches going on to improve the climate, and all these bachelors in environmental sciences or graduates from that domain would be helping us. And coming to yogic sciences, whereas one more career option, which is Bachelor of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences, which is BNYS, which is also a 5.5 year full degree program. So say BNYS graduates, and they can build their own entire wellness centers, or they would be teaching internationally certified yoga schools, and they would also work for research departments in AIMS. So coming to chapter 11, which is government jobs specifically for the BIPC graduates. So most of the government jobs for BIPC students doesn't mean just for the nursing or a lab technician roles in the hospitals. There are many other ways, which I'll show you a full picture. So there are a dedicated career in this government sector as well. So suppose Indian Forest Services, which is IFS, which will be cracked by UPSC, one of the India's most prestigious civil service exam, and you don't need to do any engineering. So this would be perfect background for becoming an IFS officer also. So there is a council called Indian Council of Agriculture Research, which is ICAR, which will be equivalent and related to IIT or a JEE. For how we treat as IIT JEEs, the same the BIPC student can treat these exams. And also there is an institution called Indian Council of Medical Research, where you do the research on biomedical health research, and they hire most of the lab technicians, junior research fellows and research assistants. So this is right now public health work is going on. And also Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, which has multiple national laboratories all over the India, and each has its own entrance exam where you get a research position. BIPC graduates having MSc can be enrolled in these. So have you heard the job names or the job titles which says like a food safety officer, drug inspector, or a health state department, or a DRDO, defense research? So all these people comes from these government sectors itself. So after your plus 12th also there are opportunities abroad. Most of the people who do really interest in science, they might explore the abroad opportunities, where you have plenty courses in the science field itself in abroad. Suppose if you are in class 10th and you want to choose your career in science field, coming to biology, physics, chemistry, so or PCMB, whatever you call, this is the designated opportunities you have. If you are genuinely interested into sciences and all, this would be a roadmap for you, and this would really help you. I tried my level best to put most of the information from sciences perspective. So I think, hope everybody would love and share this to your younger people, whoever you see, your son or daughter or your cousin or your sister or your brother. Share whomever you want. And I try to make more of this. I try to do one more video on economics and commerce background. So yeah, do watch and like, share and subscribe. Thank you.